What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Steve back at it again, and today I'll be going over the patch notes for Project Diablo 2 Season 7. They have some very interesting things going on and some big changes, so let's dive in. Alright, we're gonna start going over some of the Season 7 patch notes. Okay, so a notice. Drop all maps from your Season 6 characters in stash before the Season 7 open beta. Maps are being changed so they can stack, and the old versions will prevent those characters from being loaded. So for anybody playing Project Diablo 2 and you want your old characters on the non-ladder season to you want to still be able to log into them, you have to flick out all your old maps for the before the open beta. Season 7 begins April 28th. That could change. I think that's just their date as of right now. But it looks like that is going to be the set date. Open beta, April 24th to the 25th. And the closed beta is April 15th to the 23rd. Wow. Let's see what else we got going on here. New D2GL graphical improvement options. In-game menu to enable or disable different features. Shout out to Bayara for making this. So, 60 FPS, HD text / cursor, HD minimap in the upper right, and other options. Wow. So, that's some pretty cool stuff. Going to be updated. Look nice. The DPS counter can be toggled from these settings menus. Okay. And the DPS now automatically resets after being outside of combat for too long. Okay, nice. Regular white maps can now be stacked, as we know. Omeru now gives 45% enhanced damage. It was 40. It used to be 50 in Season 5, so they're after changing the variables around. Stacked materials should be able to have an innate descriptions now. May mean loot filters need to be adjusted. Okay, that's good to know. Blessed Aim now provides slightly less attack rating, but also provides Deadly Strike. Wow, that's huge. Deadly Strike has always been great in Project Diablo 2. A lot of people don't know that, what's the other one? Crushing Blow isn't as good on Project Diablo 2 as it is in D2R per se. But, okay, let's move on. Poison Strike now has Bone Armor as a synergy instead of Poison Nova. Interesting. That might go together good, right? You're building your build Poison Strike, you're going to be in melee range a lot, so having a strong Bone Armor is definitely going to help. Fixed increase melee splash radius for certain skills. Tiger Strike, Frenzy, Warbear, and Humongous. Charge now gains up to 60% increased melee splash radius based on charging distance. Wow, that's a pretty cool one. Charge now hits correctly instead of being replaced by a basic attack when in melee range. Okay, yeah, I noticed that before when I tested out the Paladin. It used to just do a melee attack instead of charging. Leap attack will no longer reduce durability. Will have slightly more AoE and will do less damage. Okay, so in Season 6 they changed this. In Season 5 you were able to use ethereal items. So like you build an ethereal last wish, T-Maul or something on the barbarian and you'd leap attack. So we're going to be able to go back to that, but they're going to do a little bit less damage. So curious to see how that's going to work out. PvP merchants now sell dueling mana potions, which work normally in PvP arenas and cost very little gold. That's for those avid PvP players, which there is a big PvP community on Project Diablo 2. If you sign into the Discord, you can find that for yourself. Other potions no longer work in PvP arenas. Okay, so you can't even use them. That's great. New map events. Let's see what we got here. Geed appears and sells 5 random uniques for 1 million gold each. Woo! Okay, let's read some more. Can be affected by reduced vendor prices. So your Geed's Charm and your Harmony Bow, I think it is, will affect the prices. That's great. Any unique can appear, and the chance for each unique is customized independently of normal gambling chances. Currently, each base is weighted by the number of uniques it has. And then if a base has multiple possible uniques, normal weighting applies. This is going to be really fun. This is going to change mapping in a big way, because this is what you're going to be going for. This is going to be huge. Good to see. Next, we have all trading should be centralized on the trade site now that it's working well. In Season 6, they came out with their new updated trading site. The old one wasn't... I liked the way the old one worked, but I guess they just wanted to go a different route. But they were having issues with the old trade, with the Season 6 trading website, so that seems to be up to date and working. Hopefully all goes well at the beginning of Season 7. Alright, spoilers from the dev stream number 2. Okay, if you want to watch the VOD, you can watch it here. So it's currently April 28th. Okay, the current Act 1 mercenaries will no longer use strafe and will instead use higher damage elemental skills. Cold version using freezing arrow, fire version will using exploding arrow. Very good. That's the way they kind of should have been, actually. Okay. New Act 1 Merc, physical damage focused, will use magic arrow, strafe, and cast slow movement. That's pretty big. New Act 4 Ascended. Oh, we're getting a new Act 4 Merc. Wow. This is going to be huge. Let's read. It's going to be called the Herodrum Mage Mercenaries, which use staffs. Wow. Not many characters or mercenaries ever use the staff in Diablo 2. So this is going to be huge. I can't wait to see how this works out. Let's see what they do. So you're going to be able to get a light version. We'll use Holy Bolt, Holy Light, Holy Nova, and have Sanctuary Aura. Wow, this is going to be huge. A lot of people are going to be using these, I think. The dark version will use Teeth, Bone Spear, Bone Armor, and cast Amplify Damage. Damn! Shit's going to be crazy this season. This is a lot of good stuff. Additional info will be shown on the advanced character / mercenary screen, so you will be able to check that out when that happens. Attack speed and IS breakpoint frames, and life / mana per kill. Sacrifice now triggers corpse explosion. Damage in half physical and half magic. Wow, so corpse explosion might be pretty strong. After killing a target and converts / applies overkill, damage to the corpse explosion. Overkill damage is any damage done which exceeds the target's remaining life. Okay. Got it. That's what overkill damage does. Okay, alright. Now, next we have Declone and Rathma will now have multiple difficulty levels and more accessible. This is something that definitely needed. Because when I first started Project Diablo 2, I think it was back in Season 2, they always had Declone and Rathma came a bit later now, but what most people would do would download the plugin and practice on there. As I was a new player and didn't have all the information, I was farming a lot of HRs and paying for the materials to fight Declone, and I fail every time. So the fact that they have different difficulty levels is going to allow most people to complete these bosses, which is great. Because that was one thing that always annoyed me, like as a new player when I first started out, I could never kill Declone. And then you have all these people getting Annies and they're getting to special uniques. But that's it for that. Let's see what else they have to say. The difficulty level 0 will be lower, but the exclusive unique equipment items won't drop. Analysts and Tainted Whirlstone shards will still drop. Okay, so pretty well, the lower the difficulty, you're going to have a certain difficulty level for Declone and Rathma for them to be able to drop their special unique items, which is very good. At least people can just go in and kill Declone or Rathma on an easier level. That's good to see. That's great for new players too. Okay. Cubing a high rune with the Vision of Terror, which is the materials when you put them together for declone. They make the Vision of Terror, which allows you to enter the declone fight. So, cubing runes with these will modify the difficulty level, with each level increasing the chance for the exclusive unique equipment items to drop. So, level 1 is Vex, lowest chance to get exclusive items. So, it has to be at least Vex plus, which Vex is the lowest high rune. So, makes sense. And as you can see, level 2 is Ohm, 3 low, 4 Sir, 5 Burr, 6 is Jaw, 7 is Cham, and 8 is Zod. Cosmetic aura rewards for the first 3 declone / Rathma kills will be given for both standard kills and difficulty level 8 kills. Wow. That's good to see. That was one thing I always liked about Project Diablo 2. They give you special auroras for being like the first top 3 people. Say you're like, for a barbarian, you could be one of the top 3 barbs to get to level 99 or necro, whatever. If you were one of those 3 out of all those classes, you get a special aura for even hitting level 99 first. There's ones for declone and Rathma, and I think that's it. Let's continue on. Spoilers from Dev Stream number 3. And if you guys want to check out the VOD, you can always come on here and check it out. New passive barbarian skill, Deep Wounds, which increases the chance of afflicting open wounds and adds additional damage to open wounds. Currently has Grim Ward as a synergy. Wow. That's nice to see. There's some big changes. Going to change. We're going to see some different builds come season 7. Many items that have a chance of inflicting open wounds will have a new stat which adds additional damage to open wounds. Wow. Reminder, enemies inflicted with open wounds take physical damage over 8 seconds. Examples, Spoiled, the Meat Scraper has a 50% chance of open wounds. So that's 85 to 125 open wound DPS. Gut safe, and so it just gives you examples of how open wounds will work now. New curse resistance stat, which reduces the effectiveness of enemy curses, currently capped at 50%. Example, Templar's Might, T-Might, nice, has a curse resistance of plus 20%. So that's pretty cool. That's another new mod, curse resistance, because you have like fire resistance, cold resistance, lightning resistance. Now we're going to have curse resistance, which is good to see. I think that's great. The curse duration reduction stat only reduces the duration of enemy curses. Will now cap at 75% instead of 100%. The base duration of monster curses will be reduced. Mind Blast changed from dealing pure physical damage to dealing a mix of physical and magic. Wow, that's nice to see. So it's going to be 50-50, is it? Currently, okay, about 30-70. So 30% magic, 70% physical. Spirit of the Barbs now has a synergy. Carrion Vine for anyone who wants to invest more into Thorns damage. Thorns builds on Project Diablo 2 were mainly like mean builds, have a bit of fun with. But maybe this might change it up a bit. We'll have to see. Fury, Fend, and Zeal will now gain melee splash radius for different attacks per 3 hit sequence. So attack 2 will get plus 20. So the more with their skills, they have like 3, you can attack 3 times in a row, say. First hit is regular, second will add plus 20% melee radius, and the third will add plus 40. So you will be hitting a bigger melee radius, which is going to be huge. That's definitely going to help a lot for clearing packs pretty quick, big packs. Feral Rage will no longer add melee splash radius, since Fury does instead. Okay, good to know for druids. New unique maps, both made in Airlin, can drop rarely or be gained via corruptions. So it has a chance to drop, or when you're corrupting maps, you have a chance to make this unique map. Good to see. That's pretty cool. Can't wait to see how those unique maps work out. And I wonder if you can only get the Geeds in unique maps, the special spawn for Geed to buy the uniques. I wonder, we're going to have to wait and see how it really works out. 2 unique maps this season. Both will be T3 maps and have 1 or more unique modifiers. In future seasons, additional unique maps will also be made at Tier 1 and Tier 2 levels. Okay, so we have Czar's Sanctum. Has 2 charm-themed modifiers, map boss drops, skill charms. Monsters have 2 to 5% chance of dropping additional charms. So these are just your map modifiers on the new maps and one of the new maps, just as an example. So we're going to kind of skip past this. Affix changes. Many weaker affixes won't appear on higher level items. New affixes. Chance to cast X on cast on staves. And chance to cast X on striking on some melee weapons. Okay, some changes. Wow. That was a lot of information to take in. I'm excited. There's a lot of big changes. Like I said, they're doing some just UI updates. They're adding the Act 4 mercenary, which was never in a Diablo 2 game. This is going to be cool to see. They're adding the chance to gamble off Geed for uniques inside of a map, I do believe. And they're changing the difficulty levels on Declone and Rathma, and they're changing some skills and different things like that. This is great to see. I'm excited for Project Diablo 2. They've done a great job ever since I started. I love the game. I think it's the way Diablo 2 should have went instead of D2R. That's why I love this game so much. The people that have made this mod, they're invested and they know how the game should be played. I'm excited. Can't wait for Season 7, April 28th. So it's going to be a little bit before Diablo 4. So for you Diablo 4 fans, if you're waiting to play another game, I suggest you download Project Diablo 2. And I guarantee you're going to love it. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.